Katyayani and Tariq Hassan present An Evening of Chekov, a reading performance of two of his short comedies about courtship and the art of wooing. Direction by Suhaila Kapoor. Lights by Pallav Chandar, who has also edited the music. Sound by Pamela Prakash. And the artist behind all those wonderful sketches you may have seen in the social media campaign for this show, as well as the one you will see on stage, is Aarti Nayyar. A reminder to please keep your phones off or on silent mode, and to please refrain from flash photography. Kaustav Ghosh introduces the evening with a choreographed fusion piece.
Не буду пудриться, белиться, не буду кудри завивать. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, не буду кудри завивать. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, не буду кудри завивать. Не буду с милым я знакома, не буду милым называть. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, не буду милым называть. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, не буду милым называть. Песен знаю, в один вечер все спою. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, в один вечер все спою. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, в один вечер все спою. В каждой песне по три слова: дорогой, тебя люблю. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, дорогой, тебя люблю. Ой, Дуся, ой, Маруся, дорогой, тебя люблю.
That was Aarti Nayyar performing a scarf dance to the traditional Russian melody, Kalinka. The first of the two plays in this evening's show is The Proposal. The readers are Suneet Tandon, Aarti Nayyar, Tariq Hassan, and Suhaila Kapoor.
Anton Chekhov's The Proposal. Characters: Stepan Stepanich Chubukov, a landowner; Ivan Vasilievich Lomov, their neighbor; Natalia Stepanovna, or Natasha, his daughter. A room in Chubukov's farmhouse. Enter Lomov, wearing a tailcoat and white gloves. He's wearing a red coat at the moment. Chubukov goes to meet him.
By God! If it isn't my old friend Ivan Vasilievich! Glad to see you, boy. I'm glad to see you. This is certainly a surprise, and that's a fact. How are you doing, eh?
Oh, thanks a lot. And how are you doing? I mean...
We get by, my boy, we get by. Glad to know you think of us occasionally, all the rest of it. Have a seat, boy. Be my guest. Glad you're here, and that's a fact. Don't want to forget your old friends and neighbors, huh? But why so formal, boy? What's the occasion? You're all dressed up and everything. You on your way to a party or what?
No, I only came to see you, Stepan Stepanich.
But why the fancy clothes, boy? You look like you're still celebrating New Year's Eve.
Well, I'll tell you. You see, Stepan Stepanich, I hope I'm not disturbing you, but I came to ask you a little favor. This isn't the first time I've had occasion, as they say, to ask you for help. And I want you to know that I really admire you when I do it. What I mean is, look, you have to excuse me, Stepan Stepanich. This is making me really nervous. I'll just take a little drink of water, if it's all right with you.
He wants me to lend him some money. I won't. So, what exactly are you here for? A big, strong boy like you?
You see, I really have the greatest respect for you, Stepan Respectovich. Excuse me, I mean, Stepan, excuse me. What I mean is, I'm really nervous, as you can plainly see. Well, what it all comes down to is this. You're the only person who can give me what I want, and I know I don't deserve it. Of course, that goes without saying, and I haven't any real right for it either.
No, my boy. You don't have to beat about the bush. Speak right up. What do you want?
All right, I will. Well, what I came for is, I came to ask for the hand of your daughter, Natasha.
Oh, Mama. Oh, Ivan Vasilievich. Say it again. I don't think I caught that last part.
I came to ask for the...
Lover boy! Buddy boy! Oh, I can't tell you how happy I am and everything. And that's a fact. And all the rest of it. No, I've always hoped this would happen. Oh, it's a long time dream come true. I have always loved you as if you were my own son, you know. God bless you both and all the rest of it. This is a dream come true. But why am I standing here like a big dummy? Happiness has got my tongue. That's what's happened. Happiness has got my tongue. From the bottom of my heart. You wait right here. I'll go get Natasha and whatever.
What do you think, Stepan Stepanich? Do you think she'll say yes?
Oh, big, good-looking fellow like you. How could she help herself? Of course she'll say yes, and that's a fact. She's like a cat in heat. And all the rest of it. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
He exits.
It must be cold in here. I'm starting to shiver, just like I was going to take an exam. The main thing is, you have to make up your mind. You just keep thinking about it, you argue back and forth and talk a lot. And wait for the ideal woman, or for true love. You'll never get married. It is cold in here.
Natasha is a very good housekeeper. She is kind of good looking. She's been to school. What more do I need? I'm starting to get that hums in my ear again. It must be my nerves. And I can't just not get married. First of all, I'm already 35. And that's about what they call the turning point. And second of all, I have to start leading a regular, normal life. There is something wrong with my heart. I've got a murmur. I'm always nervous as a tick, and the least little thing can drive me crazy. Like right now, for instance. My lips are starting to shudder, and this little wasit keeps twitching in my right eyelid. But the worst thing about me is sleep. I don't. I go to bed, and as soon as I start falling asleep, all of a sudden, something in my left side goes, and it pounds right up into my shoulder and my head. And I jump out of bed like crazy, and I walk around for a while. Then I lie down again, and as soon as I start falling asleep, all of a sudden, something in my left side goes, and that happens 20 times a night.
Oh, it's you. It's just you. And Papa said, go take a look outside. Someone has come to sell you something. Oh, well. How are you anyway?
How do you do, Natasha?
Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I'm still in my apron. They were shelling peas. Hey, you want some? How come you haven't been by to see us for so long? Sit down. You feel like something to eat?
No, I ate already. Thanks.
You smoke? Go ahead if you want to. Here's some matches. Beautiful day today, isn't it? And yesterday, it was raining so hard, the men in the hayfields couldn't do a thing. How many stacks you people got cut so far, huh? Do you know what happened to me? I got so carried away. I had the men in the hayfields cut. You know what happened to me? Oh my God, I got carried away and I had them cut the whole meadow. And now, I'm sorry I did. The hay's going to rot. Oh. Oh my. Look at you. What have you got on those fancy clothes for? Well, if you aren't something. You're going to a party or what? You know, you're looking kind of cute these days. Anyway, what are you all dressed up for?
Well, you see, Natasha, the fact is, I decided to come ask you to listen to what I have to say. Of course, you'll probably be sort of surprised and maybe get mad, but it's cold in here. It's cold.
So what did you come for, huh?
Well, I'll try to make this brief. Now, Natasha, you know, we have known each other for a long time, ever since we were children. And I've had the pleasure of knowing your entire family, my poor dead aunt and your husband. Oh, and her husband. And as you know, I inherited my land from them. They always had the greatest respect for your father and your poor dead mother. The Lomovs and the Chubukovs have always been on very friendly terms, almost like we were related. And besides, you already know this. And besides, your land and mine are right next door to each other. Take my meadowland, for instance. It lies right alongside of your birch grove.
Excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think you said my meadowland. Are you saying that Meadowland belongs to you?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
Well, I never. Meadowland belongs to us, not you.
No, Natasha, Meadowland is mine.
Well, that's news to me. Since when is it yours?
What do you mean, since when? I'm talking about that little patch they call Meadowland. The one that makes a wedge between your birch grove and the burnt swamp.
Yes, I know the one you mean. But it's ours.
Natasha, I think you're making a mistake. That field belongs to me.
Ivan Vasilievich, do you realize what you're saying? Huh? And how long has it belonged to you?
What do you mean, how long? As far as I know, it's always been mine.
Now, wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Excuse me.
It's all very clearly marked on the deeds, Natasha. Now, it's true, there was some argument about it back a ways, but nowadays everybody knows it belongs to me. So there's no use arguing about it. You see, what happened was, my aunt's grandmother let your grandfather's tenants have that field free of charge for an indefinite time in exchange for their making bricks for hers. So, your grandfather's people used that land for free for about 40 years, and they started to think it was theirs. But then, when it turned out what the real situation was...
My grandfather and my great-grandfather both always said that the land went as far as Burnt Swamp, which means Meadowland belongs to us. So what's the point of arguing about it? I think you're just being rude.
I can show you the papers, Natalia Stepanovna.
Oh, you're just teasing. You're trying to pull my leg. This is all a big joke, isn't it? We own that land for going on 300 years, and all of a sudden, you say it doesn't belong to us? Excuse me, Ivan Vasilievich, excuse me, but I can't believe you said that. And believe me, I don't care one bit about that old meadow. It's only 12 acres. It's not worth 300 rubles even, but that's not the point. It's the injustice of it that hurts, and I don't care what anybody says. Injustice is something I can't put up with.
But you didn't listen to what I was saying, please. Your grandfather's tenants, as I was trying very politely to point out to you, that made bricks for my aunt's grandmother. Now, my aunt's grandmother just wanted to make things easier.
Grandmother, grandfather, father, what difference does it all make? The field belongs to us, and that's that.
That field belongs to me.
That field belongs to us. You can go on about your grandmother until you're blue in the face. You can wear 50 fancy coats. It still belongs to us. It's ours, ours, ours. I don't want anything that belongs to you, but I do want to keep what's my own. Thank you very much.
Natalia Stepanovna, I don't care about that field either. I don't need that field. I'm talking about the principle of the thing. If you want that field, you can have it. I'll give it to you.
If there's any giving to be done, I'll do it. And that field belongs to me. Ivan Vasilievich, I've never gone through anything this crazy in all my life. Up till now, I always thought of you as a good neighbor, a real friend. Last year, we even lent you our threshing machine, which meant that we were threshing our wheat late in November. And now, all of a sudden, you start treating us like gypsies. You give me my own field. Excuse me, but that is a pretty unneighborly thing to do. In my opinion, it's downright insulting.
So, in your opinion, I am some kind of claim jumper, you mean? Look, lady, I've never tried to take anybody else's land, and I'm not going to let anybody try to tell me I did. Not even you! Meadowland is mine!
You lie, it's ours.
It's mine!
You lie! I'll show you. I'll send my mowers out there today.
You'll what?
I said I'll have my mowers out there today, and they'll hay the field flat.
You do? I'll break your neck!
Oh, you wouldn't dare.
Meadowland is mine! You understand? Mine!
Please don't shout! You can scream and carry on all you want in your own house, but as long as you're in mine, try to behave like a gentleman.
I tell you, if I didn't have these murmurs, these awful pains, these veins throbbing in my temples, I wouldn't be talking like this. Meadowland is mine!
Ours!
Mine!
Ours!
Mine!
Enter Chubukov.
What's going on? What are you both yelling for?
Papa! Will you please explain to this gentleman just who owns the meadowland, him or us?
Ooh. Lover boy. The meadowland belongs to us.
I beg your pardon, Stepan Stepanich? How can it belong to you? Think what you are saying. My aunt's grandmother let your grandfather's people have that land to use free of charge for an indefinite time and temporarily. And they used that land for 40 years and started thinking it was theirs. But it turned out what the real problem was.
Allow me, sweetheart. You're forgetting that the reason those people didn't pay your granny and all the rest of it was because there was already a real problem about just who did own the meadow, well, and everything. But nowadays, every dog in the village knows it belongs to us. And that's a fact. I don't think you've ever seen the survey map.
Look, I can prove to you that Meadowland belongs to me.
Oh, no, you can't, lover boy.
I can too!
Oh, for crying out loud. What are you shouting for? You can't prove anything by shouting, and that's a fact. Look, I am not interested in taking any of your land, and neither am I interested in giving away any of my own. Why should I? And if it comes down to it, lover boy, if you want to make a case out of this or anything like that, I'd just as soon give it to the peasants as give it to you. So there.
You're not making any sense. What gives you the right to give away someone else's land?
I'll be the judge of whether I have the right or not. The fact is, boy, I am not used to being talked to in that tone of voice and all the rest of it. I am twice your age, boy, and I'd ask you to talk to me without getting so excited and whatever.
No, you think I'm just stupid? And you're making fun of me? You stand there and tell me my own land belongs to you, and then you expect me to be calm about it and talk as if nothing had happened? That's not the way good neighbors behave, Stepan Stepanich. You are not a neighbor. You are a usurper.
I know. What? What did you just call me?
Papa, you sent our mohos out to Meadowland right this very minute.
You boy! What did you just call me?
Meadowland belongs to us, and I'll never give it up. Never, never, never.
We'll see about that. I'll take you to court. And then we'll see who it belongs to.
To court, huh? Well, you just go right ahead, boy. You take us to court. I dare you. Oh, now I get it. You were just waiting for a chance to take us to court and all the rest of it. And whatever. It's inbred, isn't it? Your whole family was like that. They couldn't wait to start suing. They were always in court. And that's a fact.
You leave my family out of this. The Lomos are all decent, law-abiding citizens, every one of them. Not like some people I could name who were arrested for embezzlement. Your uncle, for instance.
Every single one of the Lomos was crazy. All of them.
All of them. Every single one.
Your uncle was a falling down drunk. And that's a fact. And your aunt, the youngest one, she used to run around with an architect. An architect! And that's a fact.
And your mother was a hunchback. Oh my God. I've got pain in my side. My head's beginning to pound. Oh my God. Give me some water.
And your father was a gambler and a glutton.
And your aunt was a tattletale. She was the worst gossip in town.
My left leg is paralyzed. And you're sneak. Oh my heart. And everybody knows that during the election, you people have got spots in front of my eyes. Where's my hat?
You're low and lousy and cheap.
You are a low-down, two-faced snake in the grass. And that's a fact. An absolute fact.
Here's my hat. My heart. How do I get out of here? Where is the door? I think I'm dying. I can't move my leg.
Heads for the door, Chubukov following him.
And don't you ever set foot in this house again.
And you just take us to court? Go ahead and see what happens.
Exit Lomov staggering. Chubukov walks up and down in agitation.
He can go to hell.
What a creep. See if I ever trust a neighbor again after this.
Crook!
Creep! He takes over somebody else's land and then has a nerve to threaten them.
And would you believe that wigworm, that chicken brain, had the nerve to come here and propose? Ha! He proposed!
He proposed what?
What? He came here to propose to you.
To propose? To me? Why didn't you tell me that before?
That's why he was all dressed up in that stupid coat. What a silly sausage.
Me? He came to propose to me? Oh my God!
Collapses into a chair.
Oh! Make him come back! Make him come back! Oh, please! Make him come back!
What's the matter? What's the matter with you? Huh? Oh my God. What have I done? Oh, to shoot myself! I ought to be hanged. I ought to be tortured to death.
I think I'm going to die! Make him come back!
All right. Just stop screaming, please.
Runs out.
What have I done? Oh, make him come back! Make him come back!
Chubukov re-enters.
He's coming back and everything. God damn it. You talk to him yourself this time. I can't, and that's a fact.
Oh, make him come back!
I just told you he's coming back. Oh, God Almighty, what an ungrateful assignment being the father of a grown-up girl. I'll slit my throat. I swear I'll slit my throat. We yell at the man, we insult him, we chase him away, and it's all your fault. It's your fault.
No! It's your fault!
All right, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Or whatever.
Lomov appears in the doorway.
This time, you do the talking yourself.
He exits. Lomov entering exhausted.
I'm having a heart murmur. Oh, it's awful. My leg is paralyzed. Oh, my left side is going.
You'll have to excuse me, Ivan Vasilievich. We got a little bit carried away. Anyway, I just remembered. Meadowland belongs to you, after all.
There is something wrong with my heart. It's beating too loud. Meadowland is mine? These little wassits are twitching in both my eyelids now.
It's yours. Meadowland is all yours. Here, sit down. We made a mistake.
It was always just the principle of the thing. I don't care about the land, but I do care about the principle of the thing.
I know, the principle of the thing. Why don't we talk about something else?
And besides, I really can't prove it. My aunt's grandmother let your grandfather's tenants have that field.
That's enough. I think we should change the subject. I don't know where to start. How's the hunting? Are you going hunting anytime soon?
Oh, yes. Geese and grouse hunting, Natasha. Geese and grouse. I was thinking of going after the harvest is in. Oh, by the way, did I tell you? The worst thing happened to me. You know my old hound Gesser? Well, he went lame on me.
Oh, that's terrible. What happened?
I don't know. He must dislocated his hip. Or maybe he got into a fight with some other dogs and got bit. And he was the best hound dog, not to mention how much he cost. I got him from Mironov and I paid 125 rubles for him.
Ivan Vasilyevich, you paid too much.
I thought I got him pretty cheap. He's a real good dog.
Papa paid only 85 for his hound dog Mesa. And Mesa is a lot better than your old Gessa.
Mesa is better than Gasser? What do you mean? Mesa is better than Gasser.
Of course he's better. I mean, he's not full grown yet. He's still a pup. But when it comes to a bark and a bite, nobody has a better dog.
Excuse me, Natasha, but I think you're forgetting something. He's got an underslung jaw, and a dog with an underslung jaw can never be a good retriever.
An underslung jaw? That's the first I've ever heard of it.
I'm telling you, his lower jaw is shorter than his upper.
What did you do? Measure it?
Of course I measure it. I grant you he's not so bad on point, but you tell him to go fetch, and he can barely.
In the first place, our Mesa is a purebred from a very good line. He's the son of Pusher and Pisser. So that limp-foot mutt of yours couldn't touch him for breeding. Besides which your dog is old and ratty and full of fleas.
He may be old, but I wouldn't take 5 of your messes for him. How can you even say that? Gasser is a real hound, and that Mesa is a joke. He's not even worth worrying about. Every old fart in this country got a dog just like your Mesa. There's a mess of them everywhere. You look, you paid 20 rubles. You paid too much.
Ivan Vasilyevich, for some reason you're being perverse on purpose. First you think Meadowland belongs to you. Now you think a Gesser is better than Mesa. I don't think much of a man who doesn't say what he knows to be a fact. You know perfectly well that Mesa is 100 times better than that dumb Gesser of yours. So why do you keep saying the opposite?
You must think I'm either blind or stupid. Can't you understand that your Mesa has an underslung jaw?
It's not true.
He has an underslung jaw.
It's not true!
What are you shouting for?
What are you lying for? I can't stand any more of this. You ought to be getting ready to put your old Gesser out of his misery, and here you're comparing him to our Mesa?
You'll have to excuse me. I can't go on with this conversation. I'm having a heart murmur.
This just goes to prove what I've always known. The hunters who talk the most are the ones who know the least.
Will you please do me a favor and just shut up? My heart is starting to pound. Shut up!
I will not shut up until you admit that Messer is 100 times better than Gesser.
He's 100 times worse. I hope he croaks. Your Messer, my head, my eyes, my shoulders, yeah?
And your dumb old Gesser doesn't need to croak. He's dead already.
Shut up! I'm having a heart attack.
I will not shut up!
Enter Chubukov.
Now what's the matter?
Papa! Will you please tell us frankly on your honor who's a better dog, Gesser or Messer?
Stepan Stepanich, I just wanted to know one thing. Does your Mesa have an underslung jaw, doesn't he? Yes or no?
Well, so what if he does? What difference does it make? Anyway, there isn't a better dog in the whole county, and that's a fact.
But don't you think my Gesser is better? On your honor?
Now, lover boy, don't get all upset. Just wait a minute. Please. Your Gesser has his good points and whatever. He's a thoroughbred, has a good stance, nice round hindquarters, and all the rest of it. But that dog, if you really want to know, boy, has got 2 vital defects. He's old, and he's got a short bite.
You'll have to excuse me. I'm having another heart murmur. Okay, let's just look at the facts, shall we? All I'd like you to do is just think back to the time at the field trials when my Gesser kept up with the Count's dog Fresser. They were going ear to ear, and your messer was a whole half-mile behind.
He was behind because one of the Count's men whopped him with his whip.
But that's not the point. All the other dogs were after the fox, and your messer was chasing a sheep.
That's not true! Now listen, boy. I have a very quick temper, as you very well know, and that's a fact. So I think we should keep this discussion very short. He whopped him because none of the rest of you can stand watching other people's dogs perform. And that's a fact. You're all rotten with envy. Even you, buddy boy, even you. The fact is, all somebody has to do is point out that somebody's dog is better than your guesser, and right away you start in with this and that and all the rest of it. I happen to remember exactly what happened.
And I remember too.
And I remember too. What do you remember?
My heart, Mama. My leg is paralyzed. I can't move.
My heart, Mama! What kind of a hunter are you? You'd do better in the kitchen catching cockroaches instead of out hunting foxes. Heart, Mama!
She's right. What kind of hunter are you? You and your heart murmur should stay home instead of galloping cross country, and that's a fact. You say you like to hunt. All you really want to do is ride around arguing and interfering with other people's dogs and whatever. You are not, and that's a fact, a hunter.
And what makes you are a hunter? The only reason you go hunting so you can get in good with the Count. My heart. You're a sneak.
I'm a what? A sneak? Shut up!
A sneak.
You young whippersnapper! You puppy!
You rat. You rickety old rat.
You shut up! Or I'll give you a tailful of buckshot, you snoop!
Everybody knows your poor dead wife. My heart used to beat you. My legs. My head. I see spots. I'm going to faint. I'm going to faint.
And everybody knows your housekeeper has you tied to her apron strings.
Wait. Here it comes. A heart attack. My shoulder just came undone. Where is my shoulder? I'm going to die. Get a doctor.
Whippersnapper! Milk sucker! Snoop! You make me sick! Sick!
What kind of a hunter are you? You can't even ride a horse! Papa? What's the matter with him? Papa, look at him. Papa! Ivan Vasilievich! He's dead!
Oh, I'm sick! I can't breathe! Give me some air!
He's dead! Ivan Vasilievich! Ivan Vasilievich! What have we done? He's dead! Get a doctor! Get a doctor! Get a doctor!
Oh, now what? What's the matter with you?
He's dead! He's dead!
Huh? Who's dead? Oh my God! He's dead! Oh my God! Get some water! Get a doctor! Here! Drink this! Drink! He's not drinking it. That means he's really dead. And everything. Oh, what a mess! I'll kill myself! I'll kill myself! Why did I wait so long to kill myself? What am I waiting for right now? Give me a knife! Lend me a gun! Huh? I think he's going to live. Here, drink some water. Oh, that's the way. Oh.
Spots. Huh? Everything is all spots. It's so cloudy. Where am I?
Just get married as soon as you can and then get out of here. She says yes. She says yes and all the rest of it. I give you both my blessing and whatever. Only, please, just leave me in peace.
Huh? Who?
She says yes. All right. Go ahead and kiss her. And then get the hell out of here.
Oh, he's alive. Yes, yes, I say yes.
Go ahead, give him a kiss.
Huh? Who? Oh, that's very nice. Excuse me, but what's happening? Oh yes, I remember. My heart. Those spots. I'm so happy, Natasha. My leg is still paralyzed.
I'm very happy too.
And I'm getting a weight off my shoulders. Oof.
They're all the same. You can admit it now, can't you? Nessa is better than Gessa.
He's worse.
He's better.
And they lived happily ever after. Bring on the champagne!
The worst. The worst.
Better.
Champagne! Champagne, bring on the champagne! Champagne, anyone?
And after the proposal, the second play in this evening of Chekhov is The Bear. The readers are Vishal Sethia, Sonali Sharma, and Sohela Kapoor. Characters: Yelena Ivanovna Popova, a land-owning little widow with dimples on her cheeks. Grigory Stepanovich Smirnov, a middle-aged landowner. And Luka, Popova's aged and somewhat drunken maid. Popova is in deep mourning and has her eyes fixed on a photograph. The Bear.
My name is Luca. I live on the second floor. I live upstairs from you. I guess you've seen me before. If you hear something late at night, some kind of trouble, some kind of fright, just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was.
Popova is in deep mourning and has her eyes fixed on a photograph.
It isn't right, madam. You're just destroying yourself.
The maid and the cook have gone off fruit picking, and every living being is rejoicing. Even the cat understands how to enjoy herself and walks about in the yard catching birds. Only you sit in the room all day as if you are some kind of a nun, and that's not fun. Not really. I reckon it's a whole year that you haven't left the house.
I shall never go out. Why should I? My life is already at an end, and he's in his grave, and I've buried myself between these four walls. We both are dead.
Well, there you are. Your husband is dead. Well, that's the will of God, and may his soul rest in peace. You've mourned him, and that's quite right. But you can't go on weeping and wearing mourning forever. My old man died too when his time came. Well, I grieved for him. I wept for him for about a month. But that's enough for him. But if I've got to weep for a whole age, well, the old man wasn't worth it. You've forgotten all your neighbors. You don't go anywhere. You see nobody. We live, so to speak, like spiders and never see the light. The mice have eaten my apron. It isn't as if there were no good people around, for the district is full of them. There's a regiment quartered at Riblov, and the officers are such beauties. You can never gaze your fill at them. And every Friday there's a ball at the camp, and every day the soldiers' band plays. Hey, my lady, you're young and beautiful, and with roses in your cheeks. If only you took a little pleasure. Beauty won't last, you know. In 10 years' time, you'll want to be a peahen yourself amongst all those peacocks. But they won't even look at you. It'll be too late.
I must ask you never to talk to me about it. You know, when my husband died, life lost all its meaning for me. And I vowed never to the end of my days to cease to wear mourning or to see the light. You hear? Oh, let us go see how well I love him. Yes, I know it's no secret to you that he was often unfair to me, cruel, and even unfaithful. But I shall be true till death and show him how I can love. There, beyond the grave, he will see me as I was before his death.
Instead of that talk, go out and walk. Or else order Toby or Giant to be harnessed and then drive out to see some of the neighbors. Oh, madam, dear madam, what is it? Bless you.
He was so fond of Toby. He would ride all over the neighborhood on him. Oh, how well he could ride. What grace there was in his figure when he pulled at the reins with all his strength. Do you remember?
Eh, madam?
Toby!
Yeah.
Toby!
Yeah.
Tell them to give him an extra feed of oats.
Yes, madam.
Who's that? Tell them I will receive nobody.
Yes, madam.
Go.
She exits.
You see, Nicholas, how well I can love and forgive. My love will die out with me, only when this poor heart will cease to beat. And aren't you ashamed? I'm a good and virtuous little wife. I've locked myself in, and I will be true to you till the grave. And you aren't even ashamed, you bad, bad child. You deceived me, and had roused with me and left me alone for weeks on end.
Luca enters in consternation. Madam, somebody's asking for you.
He wants to see you.
But didn't you tell him that since the death of my husband, I've stopped receiving?
I did, but he wouldn't even listen. Says it's a very pressing affair.
No, I do not receive.
I told him so, but the devil, he curses and pushes himself right in. He's in the dining room right now.
Oh, very well. Ask him in. Oh, what manners.
Exit Luca.
How these people annoy me. What does he want of me? Oh, and why should he disturb my peace? I may have to join the nunnery after all. I wonder what kind of nun I'd be.
Enter Luca with Smirnov.
Out of my way, woman! Madame, I have the honor to present myself. I am Grigory Stepanovich Smirnov. I am compelled to disturb you on a very pressing affair. I am a landowner and retired lieutenant of the artillery, and I am compelled to disturb you on a very pressing affair.
What do you want?
Oh, your late husband, with whom I had the honor of being acquainted, died in my debt of 1,200 rubles and 2 bills of exchange. Now, as I have to pay the interest on a mortgage tomorrow, I have come to ask you, madam, to pay me my money today.
1,200? And what was my husband in debt to you for?
Oh, he used to buy oats from me.
Go! So don't you forget, Luca, to give Toby an extra feed of oats.
Exit Luca.
If my husband died in debt to you, then I shall certainly pay you. But you must excuse me today, as I haven't any spare cash. The day after tomorrow, my steward will be back from town, and I will give him instructions to settle your account. But at the moment, I cannot do as you wish. Moreover, it's exactly 7 months today since the death of my husband. And oh, I'm in a state of mind which absolutely prevents me from giving money matters my attention.
And I am in a state of mind which, if I don't pay my interest due tomorrow, madam, will force me to make a graceful exit from this life feet first. They'll take my estate, madam.
Well, you'll have your money the day after tomorrow.
I don't want my money the day after tomorrow. I want it today.
You must excuse me. I can't pay you.
Well, I can't wait till day after tomorrow.
Well, what can I do if I haven't the money now?
Oh, you mean to say you won't pay me?
I can't.
Is that the last word you've got to say?
Yes, last word.
Your last word. Absolutely your last.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I'll make a note of it. And then people want me to stay calm. I meet a man on the road and they ask me, why are you always so angry, Grigory Stepanovich? But how on earth am I not to get angry? I want my money desperately. I rode out yesterday early in the morning and I called on all my debtors. And not a single one of them paid up. I was just about debt beat after it all, slept God knows where in some inn kept by a Jew with a vodka barrel by my head. At last I get here, hoping for something. And I am received by you with a state of mind. How shouldn't I get angry?
I thought I distinctly said that my steward will pay you when he returns from town.
I didn't come to your steward, but to you, madam. How the devil, excuse my saying so, what in the devil's name do I have to do with your steward?
Excuse me, sir. I'm not accustomed to listen to such expressions or to such a tone of voice. I want to hear no more.
Well there, a state of mind. Husband died 7 months ago.
Popova makes a rapid exit.
Must I pay the interest or mustn't I? Must I or must I not? Suppose your husband died. Yeah. And you've got a state of mind and nonsense of that sort, and your steward's gone away somewhere, devil take him. What do you expect me to do?
Do you think I can fly away from my creditors in a balloon or what? Or do you expect me to go and run my head into a brick wall? I go to Grustev and he isn't at home. Yarosevich has hidden himself. Turistine has something the matter with his bowels. I had a violent row with Mazuko and nearly threw him out of the window. And this woman, well, she has a state of mind. Not one of the swine wants to pay me, just because I'm too gentle with them. Oh, because I'm a rag, weak wax in their hands. Well, just you wait. You'll find out what I'm like. I shan't let you play about with me, confound it. I shall jolly well stay here until I get my money. How angry I am! How angry I am! All my inside is quivering with anger. I can't even breathe. Oh, my word. I feel sick. Maid!
Enter Luca. What is it?
Get me some kvass or water.
Exit Luca.
What a way to reason! A man is in desperate need of money and she won't pay because, you see, she's not disposed to attend to money matters. That's real silly feminine logic. That's why I never did like, and I don't like now, to have to talk to women. I'd rather sit on a barrel of gunpowder than to have to talk to a woman. It's quite chilly here. And it's all on account of that little bit of fluff. I can't see one of those poetic creatures from a distance without breaking into a cold sweat out of sheer anger. I can't look at them.
Yeah.
Blasted bottles.
Take your time. There's no hurry.
You were telling me not to hurry. Here you are.
Like I said, I can't look at these women. Water. Where is your madam?
Oh, madam. Yeah, she's ill and won't see anybody.
Ill and will see nobody? No, it's all right. It's all right. You don't see me. I'm going to stay here and will sit till you give me the money.
Exit Luca.
Oh, you can be ill for a week if you like. And I'll stay here for a week. If you're ill for a year, I'll stay here for a year. I'm going to get my own, my dear. You don't get at me with your widow's weeds and your dimpled cheeks. I know those dimples.
Shouts through the window.
Simeon, take them out. Oh, I'm not going away at once. I am staying here. And tell them in the stables to give my horses some of my oats. Oh, you fool, you've let the other horse's leg get tied up in the reins again. Never mind, I'll give them to you, never mind.
Goes away from the window.
Oh, it's bad. The heat's frightful. Nobody pays up. I slept badly, and on top of everything, here is a little bit of fluff in a state of mourning. My head's aching. Shall I have some vodka? What? Yes, I think I will. Maid!
Enter Luca. What is it now?
A glass of vodka.
Exit Luca.
I must say I look well. Dust all over, boots dirty, unwashed, unkempt, straw on my waistcoat. The dear lady may well have taken me for a brigand. It's rather impolite to come into a drawing room in this state, but it can't be helped. I am not a visitor, but a creditor. And there's no dress specially prescribed for creditors.
Enter Luca with the vodka. Yeah.
Glass?
The bottle.
You allow yourself to go very far, sir.
What?
Nothing. I really...
Who are you talking to? Shut up!
Oh, the devil's come to stay. Bad luck that brought him.
How angry.
Luca exits.
How angry I am. How angry. So angry that I think I could grind the whole world to dust. I even feel sick. Maid!
Enter Popova with her eyes downcast.
Sir, in my solitude, I have grown unaccustomed to the masculine voice, and I can't stand the shouting. I must ask you to not disturb my peace.
Pay me my money and I'll go.
I told you perfectly plainly that I haven't any money to spare. Wait until the day after tomorrow.
And I told you perfectly plainly, I don't want the money the day after tomorrow, but today. If you don't pay me the money today, I'll have to hang myself tomorrow.
But what can I do if I haven't got the money? You're so strange.
So you won't pay me, eh?
I can't.
In that case, I shall stay here until I get it. You're going to pay me the day after tomorrow, right? Very well. I'll stay here till the day after tomorrow. I'll sit here all the time. Here. I ask you, have I got to pay the interest tomorrow or not? Or do you think I'm doing this for some kind of joke?
Please don't shout. This isn't a stable.
I wasn't asking about a stable, but whether I got to pay my interest tomorrow or not.
You don't know how to behave before women.
No, I do know how to behave before women.
No, you don't. You're a rude and ill-bred man. Decent people don't talk to a woman like that.
What a business! How do you want me to talk to you now? In French or what? Madame Juvachi, how happy I am that you don't pay me. Ah, pardon, I have disturbed you. Oh, what lovely weather it is today. And you look so beautiful in morning.
That's silly and rude.
Silly and rude. I don't know how to behave before women. Oh, madam. In my time, I've seen more women than you've seen sparrows. 3 times I've fought duels on behalf of women. I have refused 12 women. 9 have refused me. Yes. There was a time I used to play the fool, centered myself, used honeyed words, wore jewelry, made beautiful bows. Oh, I used to love, to suffer, to sigh at the moon, to get sour, to thaw, to freeze. I used to love passionately, madly, every blessed way devil take me. I used to chatter like a magpie about emancipation. I wasted half my breath on tender feelings. But now, you must excuse me. You won't get around me like that now. I've had enough. Black eyes, passionate eyes, ruby lips, dimpled cheeks. The moon whispers, timid breathing. I won't give a brass farthing for the lot, madam. Present company always accepted. All women, great or little, are insincere, crooked, backbiters, envious, liars to the marrow of their bones, vain, trivial, merciless, unreasonable, and as far as this is concerned, excuse my outspokenness, a sparrow can give 10 points to any philosopher in petticoats you like to name. You look at one of these poetic creatures, all muslin, an ethereal demi-goddess. You have a million transports of joy, and you look into her soul, and you see a common crocodile. But the most disgusting thing of all is that this crocodile, for some reason or the other, imagines its chef d'oeuvre, its privilege and monopoly, its tender feelings.
He grips the back of a chair, the chair creaks and breaks.
Why, confound it, hang me on that nail feet upwards if you like. But have you met a woman? Have you met a woman who can love anybody except a lapdog? When she's in love, can she do anything but snivel and slobber? While a man is suffering and making sacrifices, all her love expresses itself in her playing about with a scarf and trying to hook him more firmly by the nose. Oh, you have the misfortune to be a woman. You know from yourself what is the nature of women. Tell me truthfully, have you ever seen a woman, ever, who is sincere, faithful, and constant? You haven't. Only freaks and old women are faithful and constant. You'll meet a cat with a horn and a white woodcock sooner than a constant woman.
Then, according to you, who is faithful and constant in love? Is it the man?
Yes, the man.
The man! Men are faithful and constant in love. What an idea! What right you have to talk to me like that? Men are faithful and constant. Well, since we are talking about it, I'll tell you that of all the men I knew, and no, the best was my late husband. I loved him passionately, with all my being as only a young and imaginative woman can love. I gave him my youth, my happiness, my life, my fortune. Oh, I breathed in him. I worshipped him as if I were a heathen. And what then? Then this best of men shamelessly deceived me at every step. Oh, and after his death, I found in his desk a whole drawer full of love letters. And when he was alive, oh, it is an awful thing to remember. He used to leave me alone for weeks at a time, make love to other women, and betray me right before my very eyes. He wasted my money, made fun of my feelings, and, in spite of all of that, I loved him. And I was true to him. And not only that, but now that he's dead, I'm still true and constant to his memory. Go. I've shut myself within these four walls, and I shall wear these weeds till the very end.
Weeds? I don't understand what you take me for. As if I don't know why you wear that black domino and bury yourself between four walls. Oh, I should say I did. It's so mysterious, so poetic. When some junker or some tame poet goes past your windows, he'll think, there lives the mysterious Tamara, who for the love of her husband has buried herself between four walls. Oh, we know these games.
What? How dare you speak to me like that?
Oh, you may have buried yourself alive, but you haven't forgotten to powder your face.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Oh, please don't shout. I'm not your steward. You must allow me to speak and to call things by their real names. I am not a woman. I'm used to saying things straight out. And don't you shout either.
Oh, I'm not shouting. It's you. Just please leave me alone.
Oh, pay me my money and I'll go.
I shan't give you any money.
Oh, no, you will.
Oh, I shan't give you a farthing just to spite you. You just leave me alone.
Oh, I have neither the pleasure of being your husband or your fiancé. So please don't make scenes.
Sits.
I don't like it.
So, you sit down.
I do.
I ask you to go away. I asked you to go away.
Give me my money! How angry I am! How angry I am!
I don't want to talk to impudent scoundrels. Get out of here! Aren't you going? No?
No.
No?
No!
Very well.
Enter Luca.
Luca, show this gentleman out.
Would you mind going out, sir, as you've been asked to?
Shut up! Who are you talking to? I'll chop you into pieces!
Oh, little fathers! What people! Oh, I can't breathe.
Oh, where's Dasha? Dasha! Dasha! Pelagia! Dasha! God!
They've all gone out to pick fruit. There's nobody at home. I'm ill. Water.
Get out of here now!
Can't you be more polite?
Oh! You're a boor! A coarse bear! A bourbon! A monster!
What? What did you say?
I said, you're a bear! A monster!
What? May I ask you what right you have to insult me?
And suppose I am insulting you? Do you think I'm afraid of you?
And do you think that just because you are a poetic creature, you can insult me with impunity, eh?
And do you think I'm afraid of you just because you have large fists and a bull's throat, huh? You bourbon!
We'll fight it out! I am not going to be insulted by anyone! And I don't care if you're a woman.
Bear!
Oh, one of the softer sex indeed. Bear! It's about time we got rid of this prejudice that only men need to pay for the insults. Devil take it. If you want equality of rights, you can have it. We are going to fight it out.
With pistols?
Oh,
Very well.
Little fathers! What people! Water! Oh.
Yes,
with pistols, this very minute.
This very minute. My husband has some pistols. I'll bring them here. Oh, what pleasure it'll give me to put a bullet through your thick head. Devil take you.
She exits.
I'll bring her down like a chicken. I am not a little boy or a sentimental puppy. I don't care for this softer sex.
Oh, gracious little fathers, have pity on a poor old woman and go away from here. You frightened her to death, and now you want to shoot her.
Oh, if she fights, well, that's equality of rights, emancipation and all that. Here the sexes are equal. I'll shoot her on principle. But what a woman. Devil take you. I'll put a bullet into that thick head of yours. How she reddened. How her cheeks shone. She accepted my challenge. My word, that's the first time in my life.
I will go away, sir, and I'll always pray to God for you.
She is a woman. That sort I can understand. A real woman. Not a sour-faced jelly bag, but fire, gunpowder, a rocket. I'm even sorry to have to kill her.
Dear sir, just go away.
I absolutely like her. Absolutely. Even though her cheeks are dimpled, I like her. I'm almost ready to let go of the debt. And I'm not angry either. Wonderful woman.
Enter Popova with pistols.
Here are the pistols. But before we fight, you must show me how to fire. I've never held a pistol before in my hands.
Oh Lord, have mercy and save her. I'll go and find the coachman and the gardener. Oh, why has this infliction come upon us? She exits. Smirnov examining the pistols.
You see, madam, there are several sorts of pistols. There are Mortimer pistols, especially made for duels. They fire a percussion cup. Oh, these These are Smith & Wesson revolvers. Triple action with extractors. These are excellent pistols. They can't cost less than 90 rubles the pair. You must hold the revolver like this. Her eyes, oh, what an inspiring woman.
Like this?
Yes, like this. Then you cock the trigger and take aim like this. Put your head back a little. Hold out your arm properly, like that. And then you press this thing with this finger, and that's all. The great thing is to keep cool, and aim properly. Try not to jerk your arm.
Oh, very well. It's inconvenient to shoot in the room. Let's go out in the garden.
Come along then. But I must warn you, I am going to fire in the air.
Well, that's the last straw. Why?
Because it's my affair.
Are you afraid? Yes? No, sir, you don't get out of it. You come with me. I shan't have any peace till I've made a hole in your forehead. Oh, that forehead which I hate so much. Are you afraid?
Yes, I am afraid.
You lie. Why won't you fight?
Because I like you.
He likes me. He dares to say that he likes me.
Points to the door.
That's the way.
Smirnov loads the revolver in silence, takes his cap and goes to the door. There he stops for half a minute while they look at each other in silence. Then he hesitatingly approaches Popova.
Listen, are you still angry? I'm devilishly annoyed too. But do you understand? How can I express myself? The fact is, you see, it's like this, so to speak. Well, is it my fault that I like you?
He snatches the back of a chair. The chair creaks and breaks.
Devil take it, how I'm smashing up your furniture. Do you understand? I like you. I almost love you.
Oh, get away from me. I hate you.
God, what a woman. I've never in my life seen one like her. I'm lost, I'm done for, I'm fallen into a mouse trap like a mouse.
Stand back. Stand back or I'll fire.
Fire then. You can't understand what happiness it would be to die in front of those beautiful eyes. To be shot by a revolver held in that little velvet hand. I'm out of my senses. Think and make up your mind at once. Because if I go out, we shall never see each other again. Decide now. I'm a landowner of respectable character. I have an income of 10,000 a year. I can put a bullet through a coin tossed up in the air as it comes down. I own some fine horses. Will you be my wife?
Popova heatedly shakes her revolver.
Go, let's fight. Let's go out.
I'm mad. I understand nothing. Maid, water.
Let's go out and fight.
I'm off my head. I'm in love like a boy, like a fool.
He snatches her hand and she screams with pain.
I love you. I love you as I've never loved before. I have refused 12 women. 9 have refused me. But I have never loved one of them as I love you. I am weak. I am wax. I have melted. I am on my knees like a fool, offering you my hand. Oh, shame, shame. I haven't been in love for 5 years. I'd taken a vow, and now all of a sudden, I'm in love, like a fish out of water. I offer you my hand. Yes or no? You don't want me? Very well.
Gets up and quickly goes to the door.
Stop.
Well?
Nothing. Go away. No, just stop. Stop. Just go away. Just go away. I hate you. Oh, don't go away. Oh, if you knew how angry I am. How angry I am.
Throws her revolver on the table.
My fingers are swollen because of this.
Tears a handkerchief in temper.
Oh, what are you waiting for? Get out!
Goodbye.
Yes. Yes, go away. Go! Where are you going? Stop! Oh, no, don't! Just go away! Oh, how angry I am. Don't you come near me. Oh, don't you dare come near me.
Smirnov approaching her.
How angry I am with myself. I'm in love like a student. I've been on my knees. I love you. What do I want to fall in love with you for? Tomorrow I've got to pay the interest and begin mowing. And here you.
He puts his arms around her.
I shall never forgive myself for this.
Oh, get away from me. Take your hands away. Oh, I hate you. Let's go and fight.
A prolonged kiss. Enter Luca with an axe, the gardener with a rake, the coachman with a pitchfork, and workmen with poles. Luca catches sight of the pair kissing. Little fathers! Popova lowering her eyes.
Luca, tell them in the stables that Toby isn't to have any oats at all today.
On the lights, Pallav Chandar. On the sound, Kamala Prakash. Come join us. Join us. We thank the India Habitat Center for giving us this opportunity to perform, especially Shadab, Hussain, Naresh and Wasif for all their help. We would also like to inform you that a full-fledged performance of these plays will be held on September 30th and October 1st at the Akshara Theatre, Baba Khadat Singh Marg. Hope to see you there and don't forget to inform your friends. I think each actor can
Suneet Tandon. That's Pallav. Sonali Sharma.
Tariq. Suhaila, Kausaf.